Hello everyone, sorry for the late start. I was fiddling with the mods trying to get everything to work in a way I liked. I didn't. I had to remove some mods, change things around. This is my third world trying to fix some issues. They weren't fixed, so I just had to remove some mods. But welcome to, it is called Scriptor Magicae, but made by the same developer is a similar system called Alchemicae Magicae, which more or less both have the same idea of a system independent from everything else. So the main gimmick is every time you play these mods, they are completely different. So you cannot just do the same thing. What might work in one what might work in one world might not work in another. For instance, this is the magic. It uses its own independent language to write down words, and you can cast them like that, or you can literally, I can't see, but you can type them down too. So hold on, if I swapped hands, I can. Okay. ILMMUWEZ space AOSEEZAO. So if I say that, I take a bit of damage and I get hunger, but I teleport. Which is the main gimmick. That's what you can do. You can either cast from an object like this, or you can verbally cast, which gives you, you negative effects, because you're using yourself as a conduit. Potentially you can undo this through sheer spite with something like, what the hell is this? Don't know. But Alchemically has a bunch of undiscovered effects, and I have no idea what they're gonna do. I probably should have gotten there was one mod I had in a prior pack that I didn't even think of until right now. Just realized how good of an alchemist I can finally be. Truthfully, I shall no longer be the world's shittiest alchemist currently alive. I should go. I might take a sleep in the village real quick. So, that's mostly what I'm going to be focusing on. There's a lot of things you can do with this. There are artifacts which don't obey the laws of the rest of the mod. They cost nothing to use, so you can theoretically use them as much as you want, but they have an inherent cooldown tied to them. So you can't just... oh, goddammit. You can't just use as much as you want. And as you can see, yes, this does have Mahosuki in it, but I promise I won't get carried away. Maybe. I might become God again, but like... that's only if I want to continue verbal casting as my main source of everything. I don't, because that would involve typing everything all the time, always. If you value your efficiency, do not settle on... Jesus! I use the creeper to destroy the creeper. Okay. So now if I make a bowl, I can make a basic mortar and pestle, which I'm basing this entirely off of my very limited knowledge. I think this is just Skyriming it. So if I, do this? No. Do I hold this in my offhand and hold something else in my main hand? Should have watched a tutorial on this first, I'll be honest. Because I did watch one on the magic mod. I mean, I also tried to mess around with it before I watched the tutorial. I just didn't understand anything beyond the bare bones, because it has this book. Also, so this mod is currently on 2.0. If you've played this before, I recommend playing it again, because it is Much better now. I should see if Tinker's Construct works with this. I'll probably download a few other mods in between this and the next time. So, future me will probably have to watch this back better. Oh, so I have backpacks and no duh, ice and fires, and this was this pack was where the hell are you all down here? Was more or less inspired by that one. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but there was one semi-popular like modded Minecraft semi-roleplay, semi-survival. And it was basically just like, in a world of the fantasy powers, what if you couldn't? Which is quite simple, which is like quite basic now, but back then, man, sure was a revolutionary. I could have just crafted a bunch of bread. Whatever. Why are you separated in my inventory? Wow. Right now, I guess. Ooh, sugarcane. Need that. Because I need to make a lot of books, so I'm eventually going to need to set up my own sugarcane farm, wherever I end up living. You know what, actually? This wouldn't be too bad of a place to settle. Just right here. Don't know if I'll end up liking it, but... Oh, right, yeah, hold on. That was another thing I needed. Antique Atlas. Fuck. This thing. This is useful. I just need a compass, which is, like, a pain, but not difficult. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna live here. Why not, you know? So, I have a mod that I've never played with before. It's this. I don't know what this is! I have no idea. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I need one of these. Apparently. How to get one of you? You charge a compass. Okay. How do you charge a compass? If you break a bud, it'll drop 1 quartz dust uncharged by fortune. Throw it in water and you damage it? Flawless buttons do not degrade and will generate citrus infinitely. They cannot be crafted or moved with a pickaxe. They can be moved to spatial storage. They grow very slowly. Okay. The charger. Okay, how do you get one of you? Power can be provided via the oh god. Oh, I should have gone another modern. Okay, what? It's just copper and iron. I'm gonna commit a felony. Okay. Let me just start throwing these all in here. I'll keep the book on hand. And the mortar pestle. And I'll start setting up the sugarcane. I'll keep 3, enough for a book, so I can do anything with it. I don't know what copper will be used for. I couldn't tell you what copper will be used for. The answer is a lot. Good God. What? I don't... You can shut up. Okay, murder successful. Now... what? Yes, thank you, Rain. Let's go on some sheep, I guess. Or I can go steal a bed. I'm not close to funny. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Tensura. A lot more than I thought I ever would, because, you know, I don't really like Tensura. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's literally just repetitive. You start, you hope you get a lucky skill. If not, you just do the same old, same old. If you do, you get to have a lot of fun in a very short time. At one point, I managed to get something I didn't even know about and figured everything out about it, and it was insane. Specifically, it was pain. As in, you know, pain from Naruto. Literally capable of, like, rending the world, more or less. It literally gave you planetary devastation as, like, a skill, and it drained so much energy to use. Even just once, I think I was only left with 15 Magicals at the time. And for reference, I was in the millions of EP at that point. I think I had like 3 million. So yeah, kind of an expensive style, I'll admit. I know I'm keeping this in my hotbar like I can do anything with it. I really can't right now. I mean, I kind of can. What this will let me do is, like, look at the words. So if I really felt like it, I can construct sentences at will. Here they are. I can just find who dies, really. It's not that big a deal. Anyway. Cool. Now I'm gonna keep, like, mining this. There's no reason not to. Big hope. I am big sheep. Okay, good. But I just have a few mods in. I already forgot what mods I was thinking of adding in. Yeah, I will need to watch this back at some point. Never really have much to talk about ever. So I guess let's start that, maybe. At some point. Nope, still a lot of things to talk about. Try again next year. Yeah, I'll just take yellow. Well, I already have a bed. Why do I even go collect wool? What am I doing? And it's mine. Okay, one sec, guys. I'm gonna quickly look up a video for this. I'll understand. You know, I'll just go look up a guide so I don't have to go bother watching a video and annoy everyone. How do you use it, though? That's my question. On. So, hold on. So if I take, say, raw mutton, sugar cane, can I do this? Combine that with a... Or use a brewing stand. So I need quickly get some glass then. Because you can make potions, more or less, from what I understand. So I'm making custom potions. I have enough cobblestone to just make a second one. Boom. Unfortunately, I couldn't get, I couldn't get Project E to work with this. Trust me, I tried. That's what I spent most of my time doing. Mostly because I knew I was just going to be doing this a lot. And by this, I mean this. I'd be resource gathering a lot, and I just wanted to skip most of that. But I couldn't get Project E to work with it, so I just... God damn it. I just stopped. Okay, you done? No. Oh yeah, I should make myself a... axe. Waboom! There it is. I can't craft in my inventory. Okay, now we see what this does. So I have no idea what this will do. That says it'll give Feast. This is a brew that'll apparently give Feast 1. I assume I can just make drinkable food? That dragon? No, I'm going insane. That's what it was. So yeah, these both... No, this has Feast. And that has Feast. So what if I combined all three of these together? Can I do this at a crafting table just to make it easier on me? Yeah, okay, so they give Feast and Famine. Okay, so it's more Feast than Famine, but... the fact that they give Famine at all is hilarious. So what gave Famine? Okay, so it's the raw food. Okay, so now I can actually test what this itself will do. And I can add in an onion, and an apple, and a poppy, and a potato. I don't know what this will make, but this is what I assume you can do. I could even add in 2 more ingredients. This makes Feast, Hunger, Out of Phase, Mining Fatigue, Strength, and Fickle. This straight up kills you. So now if I look, okay, I figured out everything Raw Mutton can do. It's not good. Poppy, okay, I can still, oh god. Wheat, wheat seed, raw salmon, raw beef, this thing, this other thing, this unrelated thing, and one of you. Why? I want to kill a man. Why? Why do you do this? To kill a mockingbird. That's the wrong one. Mortar and pestle, baby. Oh my god. This straight up tries to kill you. This actually straight up wants to kill you. That's all it does. I shouldn't touch these anymore. I should not have this, by god. So, oh my god. I might have... Okay, so wheat and onion are actually a pretty decent combo. Hold on. If I add in, like... If I do this, right, what does this create for my food? Okay, I can't do that. I can only do one of each product, I assume. Right, and this only gives Feast 1. I can't double up, so I would have to find more things with Feast 1 that doesn't have any of these other things. So this is out because it has Famine. This is out because it also has Famine. All those give Hunger. That's not what I'm looking for. What if I cooked the food? What if I cooked it first? Does cooked food count as a separate ingredient? I mean, I could also start... I could grow more sugarcane. Okay, no. Cooked food doesn't count as an ingredient. It's just good food. Alright, whatever. I wonder how much food this will actually heal up. Okay, mash. Then I combine to create a brew of Feast. I take this. I don't have any more Flint, but if I drink this... Yeah, it gives about a heart and a half. Boom. So now I can store this as alchemy supplies. I'm just a portable alchemist. Okay. I am officially an alchemist. Technically speaking. This looks like a really weird way of holding book. But people can actually, like, see it or whatever. But this would be different for everyone, for reference. Everything of this, I assume. Or maybe not for the potions. Maybe the potions are consistent. Anyway, let me just go get some more material, because eventually I can just straight up make nausea potions, and if I can get any friend to join me, they're just gonna regret it. Oh, and leather, which is needed for books. There's also this thing for Scripter that, ooh, I haven't messed around with pork flesh yet. That more or less, I don't know how to describe it. Well, it lets you automate magic. Basically, you can give it a spell book, and it'll always cast that spell. That's it. So you can make it so it, like, sends an object flying or whatever if you discover the words for it. Okay, it's time to alchemize. This onion, which I don't know all of, and give me my water bottles. What can I alchemize today? Crafting table, let's go. I know nothing of egg. I don't know anything of feather. Know nothing of pork chop or of beef. And I don't know one thing of onion. Can I get more things they have some things missing out of? A poppy? Yeah, okay, I could use that. A potato? Yeah, sure. Wheat seeds? I'm running out already. I need more space. I need a bigger crafting table. I wonder if that would actually let me craft more things. Okay, I can hold off on onions, right? Never mind. So all of these, I don't know what they do per se. Oh, and wheat seeds. That was actually a perfect number. This tries to kill you. It tries its best to kill you. It's a potion of trying to kill you, Anita. Okay, so I have no idea what onion does. No idea what all raw chicken does. I've learned everything raw pork does. It's not good. Egg and feather. Okay, one of these is the least bad. The more things I put into a single concoction, the more deadly it gets, I've realized. Which is good. That's what I want to happen. I want this to be the killing you Anita. That's like kind of the point. Anyway, I need to genuinely do exploring for Scripter, because one of the only ways to learn new words, besides to keep typing gibberish until it works, is more or less get good. You can find a bunch of Scripter stuff in structures, so I'm more or less just on the hunt for that, and I guess more sugarcane, since technically this is a food, and I can, in fact, eat it in the term of beast drink. Yeah, see, it even gives strength. What? So I can combine well, 10 feet. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Do I have enough inventory? I don't. I'll leave the raw chicken for later. This just makes a feast too. So, switch out for you. Ah! And a strength 1. Chicken gives you strength! For some reason. Okay. Why does chicken make... Why does raw chicken make you stronger? Literally the best food is chicken plus sugarcane. As far as I care. Because chicken plus sugarcane gives you feast 2 and strength 1. That's literal miracle bottle. As long as it's better than just eating raw chicken, which it will be. Anyway, by my powers, I smiteth you. Alright, let's see. You have bad. You do have stride, which I could use a bit of. Now I have a reason to go up and just beat the ever-living crap out of every plant I see. Ooh, this is a perfect time, actually. How good is this potion? Not the worst. But this is, in fact, just me crushing up raw chicken, which kills you, and sugarcane, and then shoving that into a bottle of water. That's basically all I do. For instance... well, why is this only brew 1? However, feast 1, strength 1 is still good. Can you be? You're rice. Oh my god, you can be. Oh, I can learn rice. I slept back at base, right? I have. Hello, Faye. I'm so sorry. Ooh, hey, fire. Fire means structure. Structure means book. Book means power. And hunger. I am very hungry. Hello, Faye. So, I don't know if you all do, but I think there are people who technically watch my channel, but only because I have a music playlist that I leave open to the... It's just you. But it's only because I have a music playlist that's open to the public. It literally has 26,000 views. My most viewed anything of my entire time doing this, which hasn't been long, admittedly, but... It's rotten flesh and ingredient. Is it? Oh my god, it is. I can have my super kills you poison. Oh. I also have artifacts and relics in, so potions are a literal game plan. There's nothing stopping me from potion maxing. Putting you in my inventory. I guess I'll try to upgrade my everything as fast as possible. But be warned. Ah! I warned you! Damn it, I didn't get spider eye? That'd be my first assumption to what I can make into a potion. Because you can already make spider eyes into potions. I say get poison. I want to poison people. Let me create my kills you from afar technique of literally just kills you. So I guess for my favorite food source, or I guess for my best buff, which would be this brew, I just need a bunch of food that only gives beneficial things and also feasts. Run, run, flee, flee. I'm never gonna find my home again. Are you an ingredient that, like, is different? Oh my god, you are. Ingredients go in the pouch. I can even start up a farm of these, too. So there's literally no harm in them. Well, okay, there might be harm in them. But... Oh, that's a Cyclops from Ice and Fire. I don't know why I added Ice and Fire in. I don't have anything cool. There's no better weapons. It's literally just base me. Nope. Nuh-uh. I ain't dealing with that. Really cool model, though. Like, look at him. You want... Does he have a Thorns enchantment? He does. I'm gonna die before I can kill him. Oh! Never mind, I got an inscribed item. Ow. Oh god damn it, it dropped. Ah, it sucks. I just wanted to reposition it into my hotbar, but it had to drop itself. Okay. I'll find it. I could run. It'd take me longer than 5 minutes. I basically more or less ran through that dappled forest. Is basically all I did. So I just gotta do that again. More or less just run this direction and eventually I'll find the Cyclops. If I can't, then that helmet is lost and I'll just have to find another one or eventually make my own. Because you can. The way to do that is literally just you make a spell, you write it down in a spell book, you take that, put it in an anvil, put it in your armor, that's it. You've officially made whatever. But everything has its own casting limitations. So you can't make a spell that costs an equivalent of 700 cast by something that takes an equivalent of 50. The one exception is vocal casting. Technically speaking, if you wanted to, you can vocal cast literally any spell. Caveat is, the better the spell, the more it hurts. So if you make a spell that's too good, you do in fact just die. But, you know. Funnily enough, I think this would be the closest you can get to replicating, like, Skyrim Dragon Shouts faithfully. Can I use this as a potion ingredient? You do not. You're pointless. God, I can't believe my first... And then I think I took a right through here, because I found all the pretty thingamabobbers. Or I didn't quite go right yet. I went right here. Yeah, more or less. Through the patch. Right when you're past the patch of berries. Yeah, because I picked this one for some reason. There it is. Found it. You ever get a weird feeling when... There it is. When you're, like, just in... When you're just playing Minecraft. Oh, both of these are their own undiscovered things. Okay. Well, I guess I can go die now. Okay, both of you have your own. Okay, rabbit might be insane. What if I combine rabbit with rabbit? Now I have to take the opposite path to get back. But, like... I could also keep wandering. Because I have keep inventory on. As long as I don't do anything excessively stupid, I'm fine, more or less. So while I'm more or less just running around, how's y'all been? Well, anyone who actually watches this. I've noticed that most people who have in fact watched my channel, only watched it for that one mod review I've done and haven't watched it since, I think. I'm thinking of I've been thinking of redoing that mod review and, you know, actually going over it, because there were some parts I missed because I didn't understood and was informed by the comments. So I'll actually be able to cover the whole mod and, you know, microphone stuff. Let's leave through this way because I feel like it. That is an ocean monument. I don't want to deal with that. No. Also, rabbit hide, rawhide, beetroots. Those are all alchemist supplies. Oh, and the mortar and pestle. And I'm officially out of alchemist room. Great. Why are you? I'm back. How did I get turned around like this? You know what? I'll take a hint of kelp just to check. Oh, okay, kelp is in fact an alchemical resource. Right. Worrying. There are many. Okay. There are so many different alchemical resources. And both these mods really incentivize themselves on experimentation. That's the word. They don't want you to just know everything. Right, yeah, circling back before I was distracted. What the okay. But instead of yeah, I might redo that Uma Musume mod review, because that seems to be what a lot of people found me on. So I'm like, might as well redo it just to not pull them back, but I think to just because I feel like it, really. That's more or less what this channel is at the end of the day. It's just me doing whatever I feel like at the time. Let me pick up some more gravel, because I'm gonna need to make more flint at some point. Honestly, this brew isn't the hardest. The only reason I'm not using it right now is entirely because I don't want to bother with water. Right, I do have artifacts and relics, right? I do. I also do. Parasite, okay. Huh. Lot of things. Where's my favorite of this? Hold on. It's just Magic Mirror is pretty good. I do like it a lot. Where is this thing? Infinite Ham? Yeah, that's very good. Phantom Bridge? Yeah, yeah. Oh, all these, okay. Was it an artifact? I don't remember. It was, yeah. This thing. The drinking hats. Because they let you drink potions faster, and that's gonna be insane for this playthrough. Because I'm gonna be the potion lord. I have the potions. And if I can, like, near instantly drink my potions, that's definitely gonna be an improvement. Alright, and a bit more chicken so I can craft another one of those potions. Do. What? No, no. Nope, nothing. Seriously, where? Okay, there's some more coal. 20 worth of coal. Not the worst. You know what? Last time I talked about this, I didn't have my mic set up correctly, so I'm going to talk about it again. If you want vein miner, do not literally just use Ulti miner. ULTI miner. All it does is this. It highlights the same block you're looking at as long as it's adjacent in any way. Diagonally, horizontally, vertically. As long as it's adjacent in any category, it'll attach and you can in fact mine it. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about mods. This mod requires it works off a cooldown system, so you don't wait. If I do this, do I teleport up to that block? Oh, that's why it's called escape route, because you teleport to the top of the block. So if you target yourself, it hits the floor, and then you're pulled up. You know what? That's actually really worth it for a spell like this. Okay, we're almost mostly there. Ah. Oh wait, sugar's probably gonna be a different alchemical component, isn't it? I wonder what I'll do as opposed to sugar cane. I do love sound physics, by the way. Sound physics is one of the simple things, but it does impact a lot. I have to run past. Okay. Nerds! This is just on the ground. It's a scarf of invisibility. I guess someone took it off. Boom. The player is invisible. So I've never done this one, so I have no idea what this one will entail me to do. Okay, that's it. Grants the complete ability is lost upon any interaction. During the absence of visibility, aim up target's player will not effect will not be restored. Okay. Oh, okay, so this can be improved. Reroll it. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. So basically, as long as I do nothing, no one sees me. It's conceptual invincibility, but like the moment I punch a block, I am in fact visible again. And now slowly, I don't like the look of this scarf. I'm gonna disable the scarf. So sometimes I just up here. Do I have any other effects that I still need to discover in here? I do not, surprisingly. I'll move all my actual, like, ingredients down here and stuff. Uh, then I can throw these in, throw in a piece of gravel, throw in you guys, throw in those two, and now it's time to. Okay, I don't need you. You're still undiscovered. You aren't. You aren't. You have something undiscovered. You don't have anything undiscovered. You don't have anything undiscovered. You're solved. You aren't. You know what, actually, let me just put the things that have an effect in here and take anything else out. That would help me immensely. Then the rest of these should have nothing checked off. Because they won't. And there it is. Now everything in my backpack currently has no like source of information. Does that make me visible again? It does. Okay. Craft tables make you visible. Let's start simple. Let's combine the two rabbits, which already give something. Let's combine the beetroot, which gives something else. And let's just steadily add to this. Okay, this doesn't add anything to this, so we ignore it and move on to the next. That does change its color. That really changes its color. So now we know more effects for everything. And now we start with this, and we slowly start adding things that don't have an effect. For instance, this gives us Feast. Add that, and now it's Feast 2, but it also poisons you. Oh, we've learned rice. Okay. No idea what this gives you for anything. You've also learned beetroot seeds. This straight up gives you instant damage. Okay, so now everything left, we don't know like one thing, or we know absolutely nothing about. So we just keep adding our unknowns until something starts to click differently. And now with this, we now know that Rotten Flesh is done. This gives you Stride and Feast. Nothing else is finished. Oh, and Allium. So now we just have Kelp, which I assume gives us water related. Egg, which I have no idea what its last thing could be. Sugarcane, which has two things I don't know, but I can start to learn. Because it can also be made into sugar. So what do these two share? Feast and Speed. I knew about one of those. Add that in. Add you in. And add in the Kelp. Okay, now this told us that sugarcane gives speed, sugar gives poison, feast, and speed, and this still hasn't changed. Now we can put in every new known variable in here. I need to upgrade these chests at some point. How expensive is it to craft a sophisticated chest? I genuinely need to look that up. Because it's been a while. The sophisticated chest. Do I have chest? I could have sworn I had the chest system on. No, apparently I didn't. That's another thing to add then. But, okay. Point is, I now have a lot of things that I can't necessarily use. Actually, hold on. Let me take a mash real quick. Which of these would be the best? God, it's really difficult to decide what the best is of a really bad batch. You know what? Actually, these two can go up here. You two can go there. You can go here, so I can bunch you all kind of together-ish. Because you're also ingredients. You're just solved ingredients. So that doesn't mean I should, like, completely separate you. It just means that there should be a degree of separation to show that these are solved ingredients. Okay. And I finally can gain anything. This is needed for anything. Well, I do have spare pieces, and mine is kind of running low. Screw it, why not? There's no harm. We make an iron mortar vessel, which should be used the exact same way our current one is. Do we become visible for opening? No! Okay, so it's literally only with right-clicking objects. Okay. Now we get an iron pick, which we can store it there. I have no idea how to actually start, what's its name? That thing. Oh, wow, I had none of this left. And I still don't technically know everything about it. I can't wait till I can fix my storage. Oh, wow, it has been a while. Maybe I'll... do I want to wrap up right now? I mean, yeah. I'll try to get the resources I need to start what's-its-name next week. But I'll definitely wait to do the applied energenistics stuff, you know, until next time. Which, maybe I'll even start setup for some Maho if I can get the resources for it. And by that, I mean maybe, like, place a bounded field around my base that I can eventually work with. Oh, yeah! I have Twilight Forest in this pack. So, like, I'm gonna do that eventually. Entirely because I can. I've never done Twilight Forest. Never done Twilight Forest before. I've had it in multiple packs, but I've just never done it. Which isn't good. 1 second. But I've just never done it before until... Well, you guys will see when I first do it, because you'll be there with me, more or less. I can just turn these off, can't I? These are both switch upgrade in the second slot and switch upgrade in the first slot on and off. Keypad 9. No, okay, so you can't turn this off without just straight up taking it off. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here for now. I will come back to this. I don't know why I'm keeping this with me. I will come back to this. And I won't advance too far. I'll just get more resources, more or less. But that's it. See you guys, and thanks for watching.